Take a moment before we begin, not to fix anything, not to understand everything, just to notice where you are. If your mind feels busy, if your thoughts feel loud, if you feel mentally tired even when nothing physical is happening, you are not broken. Overthinking is one of the most common experiences of modern life. It happens to thoughtful people, to responsible people, to people who care deeply. But over time, overthinking becomes a place where peace cannot survive. This audiobook is an invitation, not a demand. An invitation to step out of mental noise and return to something much simpler, the present moment. Nothing here needs to be forced. Nothing here needs to be perfected. Just listen and let understanding do the work. This audiobook is not about becoming someone who never worries. It is not about forcing optimism. It is not about silencing your thoughts. It is about freedom. Freedom from mental loops. Freedom from unnecessary suffering. Freedom to return to the present moment where your life is actually happening. Overthinking is not who you are. It is something your mind learned to do. And anything learned can be unlearned. Chapter 1. What overthinking really is. Overthinking is not thinking deeply. It is thinking repeatedly without resolution. The mind circles the same ideas again and again, hoping that one more round will finally bring certainty. But certainty never arrives. Instead, tension builds. Overthinking often sounds like, what if I made the wrong choice? Why did I say that? What if this goes badly? Notice something important. Overthinking is rarely about now. It is about the past which cannot be changed, or the future which has not arrived. The present moment is quiet. Overthinking avoids it. Why? Because the present moment asks nothing from you, except awareness. And awareness feels unfamiliar to a mind trained to analyze. The key realization of this book is this: thoughts are events, not facts. You are the one who notices them. That distinction changes everything. Chapter 2. The mind's need for control. The mind overthinks because it wants certainty. Certainty feels safe. But life does not offer certainty. So the mind compensates by imagining scenarios. What could go wrong? What might happen? What others may think. This is not weakness. It is a survival strategy that has outlived its usefulness. The mind believes, if I think enough, I can prevent pain. But thinking cannot control life. It can only exhaust you. Understanding this removes shame. You are not failing at life. Your mind is simply working overtime. Chapter 3. Discovering your triggers. Overthinking has patterns. It appears late at night, after conversations, during uncertainty, when waiting for outcomes. Begin noticing, not judging, not fixing, just noticing. Awareness transforms automatic reactions into conscious choices. Once you know your triggers, you stop being surprised by your mind. And surprise is where anxiety thrives. Chapter 4. How negative spirals begin. A spiral begins with a single thought. The thought is not dangerous. The momentum is. One thought becomes a story. The story becomes an identity. The identity becomes fear. This chapter teaches interruption. Not force, not suppression. Interruption through awareness. When you notice the spiral, pause. Even 5 seconds of awareness can change the outcome. Chapter 5. Separating facts from assumptions. The mind fills gaps with fear. Assumptions feel like truth, but they are guesses. Ask gently, what do I know for sure? Most suffering comes from treating guesses as reality. When assumptions are questioned, anxiety weakens. Chapter 6. Cognitive distortions explained. The anxious mind exaggerates. It speaks in extremes, always. never, everyone, no one. These distortions are habits, not truths. Learning their language allows you to stop believing everything you hear internally. Chapter 7. Reframing without denial. Reframing does not deny pain. It removes unnecessary suffering. This is hard, is different from. This is impossible. One creates resilience. The other creates fear. Chapter 8. The 10-10-10 Perspective. The 10-10-10 perspective asks you to pause and ask 3 questions. How will this matter in 10 minutes? How will this matter in 10 months? How will this matter in 10 years? Most overthinking happens because the mind treats everything as urgent and permanent. The 10-10-10 rule gently reminds you, not everything that feels intense now will matter later. Most worries shrink when viewed from the future. Will this matter later or just feel intense now? Chapter 9. From Overthinking to Action. Movement breaks loops. Overthinking freezes. Action grounds. Even one small step restores a sense of agency, a powerful antidote to anxiety. Chapter 10. Breathing and nervous system regulation. Anxiety is physiological. Slow breathing activates the vagus nerve, shifting the body into safety mode. You cannot outthink a dysregulated nervous system. Slow your breath right now. Notice the shift. Chapter 11. Mindfulness as observation. You are not the thought. Mindfulness separates awareness from content. Thoughts become experiences, not commands. Neuroscience shows mindfulness reduces default mode network activity. Ask yourself, can I watch this thought without following it? Chapter 12. Grounding through the senses. Reality is calmer than imagination. The senses anchor you to now. Fear exists in imagined futures. Safety exists in the present. Chapter 13. Naming emotions. Language creates distance. Naming emotions activates the prefrontal cortex and reduces limbic reactivity. This is anxiety. Create space between you and the feeling. Without judgment, what emotion is present in you right now? Chapter 14. Single tasking. Attention is peace. Multitasking fragments awareness. Single tasking restores dignity to the moment. What do you think will happen if you give full attention to one thing? Chapter 15. Decluttering the environment. External order, internal calm. Clutter increases cortisol. Order signals safety to the brain. Small changes matter. What small space could you simplify today? Chapter 16. Information overload. The mind needs silence. Constant input exhausts cognition. Silence allows integration. Right now, what could you turn down or off? Chapter 17. Boundaries. Protecting mental energy. Overthinking often follows emotional overextension. Boundaries preserve energy. Energy preserves calm. Chapter 18. Journaling. Taking thoughts out of the mind. Writing externalizes rumination. Once written, thoughts lose intensity. This moment, what needs to leave your head and enter paper? Chapter 19. Prioritization. Choosing what matters. Overthinking treats everything as urgent. Wisdom chooses. What truly deserves your attention right now? Chapter 20. Relaxation as a practice. Training safety. Relaxation teaches the body it is safe. Safety quiets the mind. Think of things that help your body soften. Chapter 21. Movement and stress release. The body remembers. Stress is stored physically. Movement completes stress cycles. How do you think you can move gently today? Chapter 22. Supporting the body. Foundations of mental clarity. Sleep, nutrition, rest, not luxuries. Physiology shapes psychology. What basic need have you been ignoring? Gratitude and self-compassion, softening the inner world. Gratitude redirects attention. Compassion dissolves inner resistance. Perfectionism fuels overthinking. Kindness quiets it. Final thoughts. Living beyond overthinking. Overthinking fades when awareness grows. Thoughts come. Thoughts go. You remain. Peace is not found by controlling the mind, but by no longer being controlled by it. This moment is enough. And so are you. Always remember that you cannot control everything that happens, but you can influence the story your mind tells about it. And when the story softens, the suffering softens. Reframing does not erase challenges. It gives you room to breathe inside them.